Hi again, everybody. I'm Rob Rosenthal with AskTheLawyers.com, and this is another episode of Ask the Lawyers. I'm guessing all of us at one time or another have been involved in a vehicle accident, and in the heat of the moment may not best know what we need to be doing next. So it's a good idea to be ready in advance before the accident. So we're going to ask the lawyer for his professional advice, and we're lucky because we have here to answer our questions attorney Logan Quirk, founder of the Quirk Law Group with offices in California and Nevada. Logan, thank you for your time today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So can you give us a step-by-step guide, just a quick rundown maybe of some things we should do immediately following an accident?
Definitely. The first thing you need to do is stop your vehicle safely, pull over to the side of the road or the side of the freeway, and make sure that you're in a position where you can exit your vehicle and be safe in the process.
Okay. And what else have you got several steps?
Yeah, so that's the first step. The second step, you need to make sure that your passengers and you are okay and there's no grave or catastrophic injuries. Once you're able to exit out of the car, you should do your best to gather all the information from all parties involved. Even if that person may or may not be at fault, just go, be polite, and ask for their information. The third step is to use your cell phone and to contact the police to see if they will come out and facilitate exchanging information and making a police report. The part of that is also, if you have injuries, you should contact the paramedics, call 911, and make sure that they are en route to the scene. And if they don't come, then maybe you can call your doctor and let them know that you've been in an accident. The important thing is to make sure that you're seeking medical attention in order to check out the injuries and make sure that you're okay. The fifth step necessary is to use your cell phone to take pictures and video. It's very important to document the injuries to you, the injuries to the other parties, or the injuries to your passengers. And most importantly these days is to document the damage to the vehicles involved. A lot of insurance companies are saying that these impacts are minor, so you want to make sure that you document all damage done to your car, the other car, and all other vehicles involved, because there may be some point later in the process where they ask for these pictures.
Right.
And it's very important that you have these pictures to give to them.
Now, at some point, I'm going to be talking to my insurance company. Either they're going to call me or I'm going to call them. I think it's important that we know what the goal is of the insurance company. Now, it's probably not to look out for my best interest, is it? Even though that's what they say in the commercials.
Yeah, those commercials are very misleading. They have great marketing departments. The insurance company's concern is not you. Their concern is how to make you sign a release and how to make you get rid of the claim as quickly as possible. This is driven by their incentive to make money and make sure that that claim goes away as quickly as possible, as cheaply as possible.
What sort of things should I be careful to say, or even better yet, be careful not to say when I talk to my insurance company?
The best case scenario is for you to not talk to your insurance company at all and give them a statement until you have actually reached out to a lawyer. Oftentimes, your own insurance company can be adversarial at some point down the road. So the safe bet is to not talk to the insurance company until you have spoken to a lawyer. If you do happen to get caught by the insurance company, don't give them a statement. Just tell them that you were in an accident, you were injured, open up a claim, and tell them that you will contact them at a later point.
You mentioned the seeking medical attention. Sometimes I think during accidents, especially with adrenaline and everything, people might think, oh, I'm not injured, I'm fine, I don't want to go to a doctor. Your advice would be what, to see a doctor anyway?
Yes, it's definitely very important to monitor your injuries. We don't want to encourage you to go to a doctor if you're not injured. But as you said, when the adrenaline goes away, the next day you might feel some ache. And even a few days after, you might feel worse than you did at the scene. So it's very important that if you feel these aches and pains, that you seek a medical attention right away, not only to check to make sure there's nothing serious, but also to document these injuries in a timely manner. The longer you go without medical attention, the longer it will be hard, the harder it will be for you to pursue a personal injury action.
I got you. Now, some people may worry about the cost involved in going to see a doctor, upfront costs and that sort of thing. Are there options that people have?
Yeah, there's a couple options. A lot of people have medical insurance. They opt to go through their own doctors. and that is perfectly fine. For people that don't have that option, a lot of lawyers like myself, we have a network of doctors that we work with. They will not charge you on an upfront fee, and they will render treatment so long as you have an attorney. So these doctors are very good, very skillful, and they often will see you quicker than you can through your own insurance company. It kind of cuts through the red tape and gets you to the right doctor you need to see immediately.
Wow, I didn't even realize that was an option. So what if someone is hesitant to contact an attorney? They, oh, it was a minor accident, or we can work it out. What would be your advice to try and motivate them to instill upon them how important it is to contact an attorney in these situations?
Yeah, I understand. People don't want to talk to us. It's a scary process, and a lot of people just want the process to go away. It's always important to contact someone who has knowledge in the area. If you have a toothache, you're going to contact the dentist, and hopefully it doesn't go away. I'm sorry. If you have a toothache, you're going to call your dentist and talk to them.
Right.
Similarly, if you have a car accident, you're going to want to talk to someone who handles these daily. The insurance company is going to try and use their tricks to make you go away cheaply and quickly. So it's really incumbent on you to reach out to an attorney to make sure that you're exercising all your options and making sure that you're maximizing your efforts to get a recovery that is fair and just.
And to have somebody has your best interest at mind and is on your side in this situations.
Yes, definitely. Sorry, I left that out. The insurance company definitely, as we alluded to earlier, does not have your interests at heart. They're not your friendly neighbor. You're not in good hands. The attorney will have your back. They have a lot of knowledge and experience in this area, and they do have an incentive to help you get better. So it is definitely worthwhile to reach out to an attorney. A lot of us give free consultations, so there's no upfront fee. They shouldn't charge you. Definitely is worth your time to contact an attorney just to make sure that you're exercising your due diligence and protecting your own interests.
How often would you say car accident cases actually end up in a courtroom? Is there a percentage you would guess about that?
In a courtroom, as in trial, I would say 95% of cases settle short of going through trial. However, these days, the insurance companies are making us fight a lot more, so we're having to file a lot more lawsuits. And it's tougher to settle the cases that should be settled. However, if you get the right attorney who has experience in litigating matters and trying matters, then they will be comfortable in all facets of your case. So to answer your question, I would say probably upwards of 90% will settle without a trial, but that varies depending on the facts and circumstances of each case.
If the case does go to trial, does the person who has filed the lawsuit, would they have to expect to be in the courtroom?
It's always advisable for that person to be in court. The jury has to be in court, and a lot of times if they see absentee plaintiff, they may wonder why that person is not there.
I got you. Anything else you'd like to add that you feel like people should know in these kind of situations?
No, I think it's just really important to keep in mind 5 simple steps at the scene of an accident. There's a lot of adrenaline going through your body. A lot of us forget what to do. Just remember to stop safely. Make sure that you and your passengers are safe. Use your phone to contact the police and paramedics. Make sure that you gather all information, telephone numbers, insurance information, address of all people at the scene, witnesses and people involved. And make sure to use your cell phone to document not only vehicle damage, but injuries, and take videos. Oftentimes the people at the scene of the accident will admit fault, and then months later they will tell their insurance company something that is completely different than what they told you at the scene. So your cell phone can be your best can be your best asset at the scene of the accident. Don't be scared to use it.
Great. Logan, thank you so much for your time and your information today. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Well, that does it for this episode of Ask the Lawyers. My guest has been Logan Quirk of the Quirk Law Group with offices in California and Nevada. Please take a second to click on the button at the bottom of the screen and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you will know when we have future episodes of Ask the Lawyers. If you've been in a car accident, you want the most helpful information, or you're ready to choose a lawyer that lawyers choose, please visit AskTheLawyers.com.